Good evening, everybody, or should I say good afternoon? It is, let's see, February 11th, Tuesday, and it's 2:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, I still have one of these nutters from the Litecoin Foundation saying that these bills that aren't even laws, that have nothing to do with market manipulation, are an excuse for nothing to happen to the market maker. It's too. This guy thoroughly does not understand. Rob D, pay attention now. You do not understand. I told you it's already under investigation. They already have what they need. It's just a matter of finding out who is doing what. Okay, so end it there. Stop wasting everybody's time. What's going to happen is going to happen, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. Now let's go back, everybody, and I'm going to show you uh, my next two guests. Uh, Both of them work for law firms. One's a male, one's a female. They'll be on here in the next 2 or 3 days. In the meantime, I'm just going to bust it down to you how these guys are manipulating the market makers manipulating the market, and some people are having a hard time with me exposing this, that they're actually gone as far as try to get my channel cut down, but they failed at that miserably. So what's going to end up happening is there's going to be a tragedy because people can't listen. And hey, look, this is what's going on. You might want to get the hell out of Dodge. But they don't listen. So go ahead. You guys keep talking nonsense. You keep making comments. You keep exposing yourself to me. And sooner or later, somebody's going to ask, what happened this? What happened there? And I'm going to tell them. And I don't care what happens to you. Okay, now we're going to look for the market maker's trades. In this book, the market maker enters the market in order to provide the capital by putting up two trades of the same market size so they wash out, but he's also supposed to keep them equidistant. What I mean by equidistant, if the sell is 30 cents above the mid-market price, the buy has to be 30 cents below it. That's what equidistance means. Now, we've been checking to see if the trade's equidistance like the market maker is supposed to do. We haven't found, we found very few instances when the market maker's trades actually were equidistance. And the only time they were equidistance when when he was going down, it got equidistance at the bottom of the dump, and then when we seen it get equidistance, we knew it was going back up. That's how he's manipulating the whole market. It's all a sham. Don't listen to these guys because they cannot provide any proof that the market maker is not manipulating the market. Anything they say to you, they should have proof. If they don't have proof, it's validated as nonsense. I have an engineer come in here and check my formulas. And he says, yes, my formulas are valid. He said, he didn't even, he just looked. He goes, yeah, it is manipulated. The guy does math all his life. Okay, you see this 2000? Look on the bottom, you see this other 2000. Now, we could sit here and wait, or we could check this 1000. So what we got to do is roll through because we know the market makers trades are going to be exactly the same size, maybe 0.01 off. That's what I know he done. And when I told them it was the same trader putting up the marketing trades, they turned around and said, yes, I did identify the right trades. Those were the market makers. Coinbase said that themselves in a letter from their legal department. And these guys over here trying to tell you, oh, we know more. From where? Where'd you work at? These people work at the coffee house and they tell you that they're market experts. I never seen any of these guys here. Yes, you guys know Rob D. They're like, Rob, the fuck, Rob who? Nobody knows him in New York. You go on the floor, ask for Stuart Levine on the stock exchange floor. When he comes out, ask him, how's your friend John Russo doing? Okay, here it is, 1676.46, 1676.45. Exactly the .01 I told you was off. Unless I got a crystal ball, it must mean I know what I'm doing. Okay, now let's go in and see if they're equidistant. This is very simple stuff. My 9-year-old daughter understands this. It goes to show you the mental attitude of these people. Okay, it's 54 cents. Now the other one should be 54 cents away as well if the market maker's not leveraging the price up. Let's just see exactly what he's doing. And don't worry about those few pennies. These are so off, those pennies absorb very easy. 76.43. You see how far they're off? You want to see the percentage they're off? The buy is closer than the sell. He's pushing the market up. But since they're not that far apart from equidistance, he's leveling off the market. It's all easy to see. Anybody can pick this up and trade off of this. That's what I told you guys to do. But instead, you're over here. You hurt my feelings. And then they bring in their clown shoe brigade. So I know it's hard for you to understand numbers, so I'll do it for you. It's off by 13%. That's not equidistance being off 13%. And the numbers show you, if the buy is closer than the sell, he's bringing it up, and there you go, you have a green tail. And if you want to see which way the market's going, you're going to have to do this hour by hour to see what this market maker intends to do with the market mid-market price. It's that easy. I put $500 in. I walked out with $610. I put another $500 in. I walked off with $750. Following the math, following the market manipulator. It's that easy, people. Want to see where I got I confirm the trades of the market maker? It's very easy. I have everything. They can't dispute this, so they go to ad hominem attacks by saying, oh, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Meanwhile, I don't know. They don't seem to have a reading comprehension above that of a 7-year-old. My daughter could read this and tell you that. I think I actually have her on a video explaining it. It says right here, look, don't tell me anything about security regulations. It is illegal to manipulate any market of any type, in which, of course, that means you're defrauding investors. That's it, plain and simple. Doesn't matter. You're asking for money, it passes the Howey's test. You're asking us to put money in this and speculate it's going to go higher, and the money's applied to development and stuff, that passes the Howey's test as a security. End of story. End of story. That's what the judge did to make his decision to treat us as cryptocurrency. If it passes the Howey's test, look it up and then apply the laws to the crypto, and you see it passes the Howey's test. So if I were to go in court right now and said, you guys defrauded me at X amount of dollars, he's going to say, well, how do we treat this? Is it the security? Let's see. Let's apply the Howey's test. Oh, so-and-so judge already did that in Brooklyn. He's a federal judge. We don't need to do that. Cryptocurrency is a security. That's how I'll treat it. Judges go by past experience and past cases. So I don't know. You're quoting bills. They're not even laws. And one of the bills that these Litecoin Foundation Goon Squad guys are, he's quoting something that's a bill in which, out of fairness for new cryptos, they will not fall under securities regulation for the first 3 years of their existence in order for them to be competitive against the cryptos that actually were created prior to the regulations, which they now are all required to follow. It's that simple. Now look, the customer posting the orders in question is indeed a noted market maker. This is the investigation I opened up with. You could see it here. I opened up an investigation with the New York Department of Financial Services. It's very simple to read. It's easy to understand. See, it's confidential via email. They tried to hide it, but since I'm the complainant, I'm due these documents, and the New York Department of Financial Services gave me the documents, so you can't say I stole them. I'm the complainant. It's right there. These documents are mine to do whatever I damn feel like with them. So they tried that one too. It's confidential. He's not supposed to have it on the web. Oh, no, no. This is my case. You guys lied. Coinbase lied. Here it is with them saying that that the trading rules and regulations that they got to apply that in their bylaws for trading bylaws don't apply to the market maker. It only applies to you and me. And the trader, the market maker is just nothing but the most trusted trader in the order book, and he's a thief here at this place, and he's using Litecoin as a vehicle to rob people's capital. It's that simple. I don't know what laws that this guy is quoting. All these laws that they're exempt. We can keep stealing. What law? I want to see that on the book. How's HR, whatever the fuck you put up there, 922 and 23 have anything to even do with this? So what I'm going to do now is, since I had the engineer on, I'll have two people that worked at a law firm. If they want to disclose what law firm and all their information, they could on the video like the engineer. They don't have to. But they'll just quote you the law and tell you how ridiculous you are. And they're going to tell you how much trouble you're going to get into. So if that doesn't dissuade you from being an idiot, I don't know. There's no hope for you. You deserve to get what's coming to you. So you can see here, bids posted on Coinbase Pro by the same custom. Mr. Russo specifically mentioned this occurring in the LTC USD order book and stated that he believed this activity was consistent with market manipulation. Okay? It is market manipulation, because if it's the market maker's trades, why is he leveraging up the price and leveraging it down? His trades are supposed to be equidistant to prevent that. That's why the whole thing is the same size market trades, and the trades have to be equidistant from the mid-market price so as not to manipulate the mid-market price. He's not doing that. He's manipulating the mid-market price. They're not equidistant, and he's doing it intentionally. That's the whole reason your trades would be out of whack if you're the market maker. There's no reason for it. It has nothing to do with providing liquidity, leveraging your trades to create a different mid-market price. That's not providing liquidity. That falls out of those parameters. Coinbase investigated his allegations. The particular activities were consistent with market maker liquidity provision. There it goes. That's the market maker moving those trades. The customer bids and offers like amount. That means both of them have to be the same market size. Typically a large amount relative to the other orders in the book, which means they're usually the largest trades in the order book, the buy and the sell. An equidistant price away, typical 40 to 44 cents, which I barely ever seen before, 40 to 44 cents away from the mid-market price, both the buy and the sell. I just showed you they're not. From the midpoint of last sale. Now, if you don't know where the midpoint of the last sale is, the midpoint is in the center where I showed you. And this is the last sale. So they're off very little, a penny. So you could use either one. I prefer to use the mid-market price. All right. So, again, this is the worst part about it. They said they did an investigation and they spent weeks on it, right? Okay. After observing this customer's other activity, we have concluded, look, you know something? This you should be alarmed about. After observing this particular activity and this customer's other activity, what is the other activity? Because I already observed this particular activity that they're talking about, and he's manipulating this market. I want to know what else he's doing. We have concluded there is absolutely no market manipulation attempting or inferred from the patterns of quotes displayed. Liquidity is always equal in size to respect to both bid and offer price and price distance from the last sale. This is a lie. It is not the same price distance from the last sale. It's a lie. I just showed you that. They're manipulating the market. Look, they're not the same. They're not the same length. Sometimes one will be 100% further away than the other one from the mid-market price. This is a lie. This is what they reply to. They lied. When they were running their investigation, We were running a parallel investigation, and our conclusions came out different than theirs. We're still running the parallel investigation. You can go back and look at all the videos. These guys, their legal team, basically lied to the New York Department of Financial Services. That's perjury, and that's from their legal team. These guys are criminals, plain and simple. And all you people out there that are pitching this coin at the people who are unaware of this, you're involved in a criminal enterprise. It's that simple. If you don't understand it, well, it's too bad for you. Just make sure you're having your fun now. What's going to happen later, don't be asking me for any favors. You're not going to get them. I'm out, people. Be aware these guys are scumbags. They're criminals. Follow this, read this, freeze it and read it, and then look at the math and see where I derived the math from here. They tell you everything, where the trades are. They're the same like number. They're supposed to be posted same amount away from the mid-market price. It's not like they're off 2 or 3 cents. They're off 14 cents, 20 cents, 30 cents, $1. That tells you a lot right there. Learn the math, people. Don't get robbed. And it figures, the guy that's from the Litecoin Foundation, his name is Rob. Isn't that a fucking kick? Later.